divinity?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Where in Mark would you go to?
The very first chapter.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I also try to give a logical
Yeah.
reason to be a
Just one
Christian?
second, Robert. One second, brother.
All right.
Wait, what's the argument, Mo?
Whether Jesus is divine in our earliest gospel, like Mark, for example. Start there.
Oh, Mark. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. In Mark 1, if you read the first like 3 verses, it applies. It's calling Jesus Yahweh, who by quoting
Yahweh.
Yeah, by calling him by referring to Malachi 3:1 and Isaiah 40 verse 3, and applying it to Jesus and John the Baptist. So
Yeah, but we see that happening with other prophets in the
no, you don't. You never see any prophet that's referred to as Yahweh who's coming himself.
No,
And then a mirror.
It would just be agency. Why can we not interpret it as agency? Because when we read the Old Testament, right? For example, we see this in Exodus 7. Yahweh, he makes a prophecy saying that the staff is going to be in his hand, right? And he's the one that's going to strike the Nile. It's very explicit. Yahweh says it.
It's not a prophecy.
It's not what's a prophecy? Isn't it about an event that's going to happen in the future?
No. So what's happening? What's happening in Exodus is Moses is telling Pharaoh what God said he's going to do, and obviously he does it through Aaron, right? By striking the water. But there's a difference between, just really quick. The big difference is that Aaron isn't identified as Yahweh. You have here where Yahweh says that I am going to send my messenger, that's the agent, ahead of me to prepare my way. Right? So Yahweh's coming after he sends his messenger, who's already an agent.
All right. Okay, let me ask you this. Who's going to strike the Nile according to Exodus 7 verse 17?
I just explained that, brother.
So can you answer the question?
I thought I did.
You didn't. So who's striking the Nile? Verse 17.
I'll repeat it again.
Is it simple? Is it straight?
I know. I thought it was simple because I said it, and then you're saying I didn't say it. So I'll just say it again.
All you said was that it's not a prophecy. That's what you said.
Brother, you asked me a question. Do you mind if I answer? Or?
Yeah, I'll answer the question once. Who's going to strike the Nile? Verse 17.
I got you. Thank you. So, like I said, God tells Pharaoh what he's going to do, and he does it through Aaron, who strikes the Nile with the staff. And Aaron is not identified as Yahweh. The difference is that Yahweh says that I am coming and I'm going to send my messenger before me to prepare my way. So now when you try to go with agency, are you there?
He's just pulling up the verse. But Exodus 7:17, we can read it what it says.
Yeah, nobody's arguing that it's agency. Nobody's arguing agency.
I just want you to answer very quickly, all right? So
I already answered this, and you're asking me the same question for the third time.
Lord, just chill out, bro. Chill out. Anyway, this is what the Lord says. So this is Yahweh speaking. By this you will know that I am the Lord, with the staff that is in my hand. I will strike the water of the Nile, and it will be changed into blood, right? Mm-hmm. So according to this verse, right, who is the one that's going to be striking?
I already answered this question.
So can you just answer the question?
Are you able to engage with what I said or not?
Can you answer the question?
I've already answered this.
Can you answer it?
Can you tell me can you still make my position?
You said God is speaking through Moses and it's fulfilled by Aaron. That wasn't my question.
Wait, that's not what I said though. That is exactly what that shows you're not listening. It shows that you're not listening.
No, that's what you exactly said.
Unfortunately, you're not capable of engaging with my actual answer, my position.
Logic.
That's what you said, brother.
Yeah, this is getting a little ridiculous.
Look,
I'll say it again.
Oh my God!
No one here.
That's what you uttered.
Arguing. Excuse me. Refuse.
That's what you uttered.
Excuse me.
Okay, then stop.
Hey, host. I came up here to talk to you, man. You got all these people cutting in. I don't know.
I haven't cut you off once, bro.
All right, go on.
Appreciate it. So no one is arguing that agency is taking place with Aaron striking the water. No one is arguing that.
All right.
Engage with what I'm saying. I'm hoping
what's
that you
the symmetry
can.
breaker then? What's
The
the symmetry breaker
difference
between Mark
is
1?
got you. The difference. Okay, number one, when Yahweh says, "I'm going to strike the staff with my hand," right, and the water's going to turn to blood. Who's the agent?
Well, according to this verse, we don't see an agent yet. We see the fulfillment in verse 19. But if I was to read this verse,
I didn't ask about who's the
just 1
agent in
second.
this verse.
Just
I
1
just asked
second.
who's the agent. Period.
Yeah, so according to verse 17, there's no indication that there's going to be agency. When we read the Exodus in its entirety, then we see is Aaron that's going to be fulfilling it. So it's going to be agency.
So who's the agent?
Yeah, Aaron's going to be the agent.
Thank you. So Aaron's the agent. Is there an agent in between Yahweh and this action, or is it directly Yahweh and through the agent?
Yeah, between Yahweh and through the agent, of course.
Okay. So in Malachi 3, we already see, because you agree that the messenger of Yahweh is his agent, correct?
Say that again.
In Malachi 3, a messenger is an agent of God, right? Like Aaron, Moses. They're agents of God, right?
Sure.
Okay. In Malachi 3:1, it says, this is God speaking, he says, "I will send my messenger ahead of me, before me, to prepare the way before me." Now, he already mentioned his agent, correct?
Yeah, but when we say agency, I'm talking about who fulfills the prophecy. This is what I'm talking about.
No, it's not about fulfilling prophecy.
That's exactly what
agency
I'm
is not fulfillment of prophecy. Agency is who God works through. That's what agency is. Who works on and represents God. That's what agency is.
And Christ is going to be working towards God in terms of coming at his temple. It's very simple.
But hold on a second, because I'm a little confused. Isn't there already an agent that God mentioned?
Not agent as in fulfilling the prophecy, no.
Wait, what? Is Malachi 3:1 not a prophecy?
No, Malachi 3:1 is a prophecy. The messenger that's going to be paving his way is going to be John the Baptist. Of course, we see this in Mark and in the book of John. But he's paving, just one second.
Sure.
He's paving the way for Yahweh because he's doing it through Christ. It's very simple.
Yep.
That's how
I'm confused though. I'm confused though. Why didn't he just say, I'm gonna send myself ahead of me to prepare my way? If it's just agency,
That wouldn't be.
why did he make a distinction between his agent and himself?
Can I add something? Because this is
hold
pretty bad.
on. Why didn't he make a distinction between his agent and himself?
Wait,
why did he make a distinction?
Why does he have to? Why?
Because what you asked me, the symmetry breaker. The symmetry breaker between Yahweh in Exodus and his agent Aaron and Malachi 3:1 is that God makes a distinction between an agent that he sends and himself. That's the difference.
Right. Okay, good. Yo, Mo, can I add something? Because this is pretty bad. Look, so this verse is going to be explained in two ways. One, as Mo mentioned, that Christ is going to be the agent, and the other, for example, when you look at the Qurman community used to apply prophecies.
Host, am I talking to you or...
Let me finish.
Yeah, he's part of the panel.
It's open discussion.
Okay, well, if he's gonna, because I don't talk to this guy.
He's manifesting now.
Slandering and insulting, spreading rumors about my
then
wife.
Why did you spoke to
So
hijab?
I'm not going to be talking to. I came up here to talk to you.
One second. Refute.
I came up here to talk to you.
All right, no problem.
If everybody else is going to jump in.
Why did you speak to hijab then?
Yeah, GodLogic. If you don't speak to people that insult your wife, why do you speak to Muhammad Hijab?
Yeah,
I don't speak to Muhammad Hijab.
You went on
Yes, you did.
I would never speak to him again.
I
will never speak to that weirdo again. You agree?
But you did that after.
You would agree that he's a weirdo, correct?
Wait. Did he speak to him after he insulted your wife?
Do you agree he's a weirdo?
Wait, GodLogic. Did he speak to him?
I will never speak to him.
Hold up, Mo. Give me.
I will never speak to him.
Hold up, refute. So Logic. The thing is, right? You, Libiano and Hijab made that video before you went up on his panel. No.
Sure.
Then why'd you go up there?
I never spoke to Muhammad Hijab before.
Yes, you did.
No, I never spoke to Hijab before. Did I speak to Hijab before that?
Did he speak about your wife though?
Did I speak to Hijab before that?
Not directly, no.
Okay, no, not directly, not indirectly. I never had any contact with Muhammad Hijab before that.
No.
And so
that though.
And so what
I'm
I
talking
did.
about after.
And so what I did was I went over there and I humiliated him on his own platform, and I will never talk to that scoundrel again. He's a clown.
But you still
I will
did
never talk to him
after
again.
the video.
I will
You did
never
X.
talk to him again.
No, X.
Okay, you guys get it. Y'all bringing all the weirdos. This conversation
you still went to his
so brother,
panel,
I let you know what I'm gonna do, man.
Yo, why you guys